Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man, it's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales, dirty discussions with Kiki and Medina Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called the Prego Rita. You heard it right. The Prego Rita. I'm not pregnant. The ingredients you need to make a Prego Rita: 2 ounces of fresh lime juice or alcohol-free lime margarita mix, 1 ounce of fresh OJ, 1 ounce of agave syrup, or just adjust the taste how you like it. Add 2 ounces of sparkling wine if you're making a cocktail instead of a mocktail. 3 to 4 ounces of club soda to top it off, and that's your cocktail version. You can add a salt or a tahini rim, and then you can even add some little jalapeno slices for a little kick and make it spicy. Here's how you're gonna make a Prego Rita. You're going to salt the rim of your glass, shake the lime juice and the orange juice and the agave with some nice little crunchy nugget ice. Pour it into a glass over that ice, and then top with some club soda. Garnish with your jalapeno if you want it spicy, but if not, just go ahead and enjoy a Prego Rita, y'all. It's tasty.
And welcome back to CockTales Dirty Discussions, you guys. We are back with another episode, and today we have a guest. I want to remind y'all to make sure you listen to the very end, because we're going to do all of our announcements and updates and all of that stuff at the very end of the show, so that we make sure that we're able to spend as much time as we can with our guest today. And remember, you should always check the description box, because the links are there. Sometimes it's a lot of links, but they're there.
And y'all, we got an actress on the show. We have a famous person on the show this week. Oh, okay. So please welcome our guest, Lindsay Diann. You do a lot. You're an actress. You sing.
Yes.
You write.
You write. Yes. You produce. You dance.
I saw you pole dancing on your IMDb.
Oh, you did see me.
Yeah.
I was like, girl, where you see me?
Not outside. No, it was so good. When you drop that baby, you're going to have to teach us some things. We love learning new dance moves.
Okay.
We really do.
Call me back as soon as she dropped.
In our live shows, when we were touring, we incorporated dance. I don't know who we think we are, but we are who we think we are. And we did dance routines at the beginning of each of you. We're not dancers.
At all.
Everybody's a dancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody can move. If you can move, if you can find a beat, if you can, find your little vibe.
We was finding vibes, definitely.
We was. Some people found beats and some of us didn't. But you know what? We did it.
It was fun.
Yeah. And you had a good time.
We did.
That's all
Good
that matters.
time. How are you? How have you been?
I've been very pregnant. Is the mocktail you described, is that what I'm drinking?
That's what you're drinking.
Okay.
Without the sparkling wine.
You just have club soda in yours.
I just have club soda. That's not
and no
really
spicy stuff.
And no.
Because I know sometimes people get the heartburn. So I was like, I'm not even about to bring that.
That is a thing. That is a thing.
Has your pregnancy been easy?
It has been a breeze. I cannot lie. My friends say I'm fake pregnant. I'm sorry, I'm paper pregnant. Like, I'm not really
paper.
pregnant.
Not you paper pregnant.
No stretch marks at all.
What a blessing.
Like, I'm just sitting here huge and fat. I woke up maybe 4 months because we were filming at first. We did all our movies and I was pregnant the whole time.
Wow.
Even Zatima. But after maybe about 4.5 months, then it's like, okay, it started coming.
You started feeling pregnant.
And now we're here. Now I feel pregnant.
Okay.
Now I feel pregnant.
And this is your first baby?
This is my first baby.
How happy are you?
I'm very happy.
Yay.
I finally got rid of the delivery nerves. That was the only thing I was kind of scared of.
Pushing the baby
Once
out.
I got really big, you kind of grow up and you have your dreams of like, okay, I'm going to have my husband, I'm going to have my kids. And I've always been that girl. I want kids. I want this. I want that. And then I got pregnant and I was like, oh my God, okay, I'm pregnant. We're here. I'm a woman now. And then I started getting bigger and bigger. And I'm like, okay, you got to come out of here.
Right.
I have to push you out of here. And she's not small. Apparently she's average. She is good. Last week she was about 6.5 pounds. So no, maybe about 2.5 weeks ago now. So maybe she's gonna be a good 7.5.
Wow.
And then we done.
Yeah. Not looking for no 10, 12 pound baby.
This is when I see pregnant people, even though this is people be getting pregnant, I'm just like, wow, you're really your body is really making a human.
It's crazy.
That's crazy. Do you ever just sit in the tub or on the edge of the bed, looking at your belly, it's really a human in here?
I do it all the time. As soon as I feel her, I literally just pull my shirt up. Let me see you. moving around like a little alien. Like you can see her little elbow or see her foot like pushing out the side now. It doesn't hurt as bad all the time anymore. Initially, like those first kicks were when she had a lot more room. Oh, they were devastating. But now, maybe because she's so tight, she can't kick as hard.
Right. She in there tight and
like,
ready to
She in
I'm ready to move
there,
out.
dirty whining. She ready to come out.
She's ready to dance with her mama.
She is.
Right. I'm just
She
like,
is.
that is so cool. Like, I just think women are superheroes because of that right there. Like, you're literally brewing a child. And then there's a book that I'm reading. I keep talking about it. Y'all, this ain't no ad. It's called Boundaries. And there's a part in the book where it talks about women and babies. Okay. And I can't remember the age range, but it talks about how when the baby is born and like whatever the age range is, there's a moment where the child is so connected with the mother. That's just how it goes. But the child is so connected with the mom that the child thinks that it's you. Like it still thinks that it's in you, and it thinks that you guys are one unit. I mean, you should research it. It's a beautiful description of, it's normally the baby phase when the baby just wants to see. I think they call it stranger danger phase. Okay. And the child just doesn't want to go to anybody. And you just got to be like, I'm so sorry. It's a phase because the child thinks that y'all are one. The mom and the baby. I was like, it was just a beautiful reference that it talked about. So that's just so dope.
I can say last night, and I didn't even tell my husband this, but I was laying down and neither one of us could go to sleep. I took a long nap. I went to sleep at like 7, woke up about 11:30. So around 12, we're up and moving. And I swear, like, I know she's head down and I can tell like where her butt and where her feet are at. But I swear, like when I was holding her here, like I can just feel her little hand like this. And I'm just like moving her hand. I'm like, that's you? And I'm like, okay. So we holding hands. I swear.
I would have been crying, and now I'm crying. And I'm writing a song and a movie about you.
But I swear, that was my first moment where I felt like, okay, I feel like we are, I mean, obviously we're connected. You know what I mean? But I can feel you in the moment. Like, okay, I'm touching you, you touching me, and we just having conversation. Like, that was definitely last night.
What has been the most surprising part about your pregnancy for you? Maybe something you didn't expect to happen or to feel even?
I would say the entire process, to be honest. Like, you wake up one day and, you know, you get that positive pregnancy test, and then you slowly just see yourself getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm like, wow, okay. You start seeing the small things. You start seeing your nose. You start seeing your cheek. You know what I mean? You start seeing... Now, luckily, like I said, my little fake pregnancy that they saying I have, now I see my feet are a little bigger. Like, I think just seeing yourself change and your body actually go through those things, and you see a little person moving around in you, that alone is like, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It really is. I think, too, also, it started to make me realize and honestly just have so much more respect for women that are single, because I have no idea how they're doing it.
I don't know how
I
they do it either.
I have no idea. Now that I am pregnant, it's like literally life is not fair. Like, it's you against the world, for real, because you are handicapped. You literally cannot physically do things.
But you still have to go to work.
But you have to.
You still gotta, like, take care of whatever you gotta take care of and hold a whole human in your belly. The single moms that do it, I'm always like, me too. I be looking like, even the men that leave them, I'm like, how could you do that? Like, even if you don't want to be together, make sure that you're making sure she's good, because bro, what I'm telling you right now, you crazy as a team. I'll be crazy in real life. Pregnant, I'm pulling up.
Man, I get it.
What?
I get it now. I could see why women are so mad, or certain women are mad, or you know, just feel without. And I have friends that grew up as single parents, or, you know, have been kicking and doing this thing on their own, or women that have 2, 3, 4 kids. Like, being pregnant, I do want to have more children. One more. Yeah, one more.
To be clear.
To be specific. But trying to breastfeed or take care of another infant while you're pregnant. I can't get the hot sauce down from the cabinet. Like, seriously, without it being a whole thing. Like, But it's women that continuously have to do that if we just moved into a new house that we love. But if I had to pick them boxes up by myself,
like no. Or you have to spend so much more money because you constantly have to hire somebody or pay somebody to do those little things.
But most
I couldn't
can't
imagine.
because you're already single.
Right.
You're already single. You're already working and doing the most to try to better your life for you and your child to, just try to find a way to make things comfortable. If that even exists. But I just feel like things are so unfair. You know what I mean? Just naturally,
and then you throw in the hormone imbalance.
Yes.
Bless you. Thank you. You throw in the hormonal imbalance that, in my opinion, is not talked about enough. And I appreciate when men talk about it specifically because I've heard men be like, no, you're okay. Ain't nothing wrong with her.
Yeah.
And it's like, have you read a book about what happens to a woman's hormones? You can feel like you're schizophrenic.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
And there was one of my pastors in my church, him and I have conversations like this all the time. And he was like, I really knew I was a man when I really did realize that women go through these changes when they're pregnant and it's not just made up. He was like, because a lot of us be thinking like, you all right? And it's like, when I really did pick up a book and like really see like, oh no, there's an imbalance going on.
Thank you. No, I'm sorry, y'all.
Bless you, child.
And it's crazy that you even have to pick up a book to read it and you can't listen to the woman that you created life with.
Yes.
Why do you think
Like
she's
what?
lying? Like I watched.
Why would you lie about being crazy?
Why would you? It's not fun. Even just naturally, when you're on your period, we be a little crazy. And sometimes I shock myself. I'm like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
And then it's like, "Oh, I'm about to start my period."
Yeah.
So I can't imagine the pregnancy part. When my sister was pregnant, I will never forget. There were moments when she would just call me in the middle of the night and be like, I'm reading Amelia Bedelia. Y'all remember Amelia Bedelia? And it's a cartoon story. And she was like,
it's like a kid's story.
It's a kid's story. The message, she just doesn't know. And she just be crying. Like, it's okay. I couldn't imagine being with somebody who's like, stop crying.
Yeah.
She can't stop crying. Just let her cry. Just let her cry. And
maybe join in.
Just join in. Be like, oh, it's okay. Amelia Bedelia gonna be all right. Like, and so I also commend the men that get it or try to get it, or they might be like, she crazy, but you still sit there like, you want some applesauce?
Yeah.
Like, what you want me to do? Like, they don't like prolong an argument because I'm crazy right now, baby. We said for better or for worse. They need to throw in through pregnancy and what comes with it.
Seriously, everything that comes with pregnancy. Now I can't say I haven't had those crying moments. Like I haven't.
You really are having a paper pregnancy. This is crazy.
I haven't. I was literally just thinking
you
about
just had
it, like,
physical changes in the few.
Yeah.
Because you keep calling yourself big, and I'm like, I be looking like this after I eat. So we're looking the same, hell, and it ain't no baby in here.
You know,
I mean, she's a good. I think I gained like 30 pounds. They said like 157. I'm in a good 130. Yeah, about 30 pounds.
You look good.
30 pounds.
You look healthy because I have heard some horse. Some people be losing their edges.
Yeah.
A model of my license was like, my edges fell out. I was like, why?
I've heard that happens sometimes when you're pregnant with a boy for some reason.
Boy?
That's why I don't want one.
Oh Lord, I want a boy next. But you take my edges.
That baby gonna snatch them edges out like you was fighting in the
I
street.
think the girl is supposed to give you hell.
I think the girl, they say the old wives' tale, they steal your beauty, but I don't believe that. I think that was a hating mama that said that and started that because she didn't really want no babies. But I think it's the problems after, like growing up. That's when the girls might give you hell. The attitudes, the testing you.
I feel like I'm definitely gonna be the more disciplined.
You think so?
I think so too.
You're the one that's like, I said what I said.
She's going to run all over Anthony.
Oh well, yeah, she probably is gonna give you hell, and him too.
She's going to give him hell, and he's going to say yes to everything.
I have a question. When y'all decided, okay, it's time for us to have a baby, we're ready to expand the family. How did that conversation go, or was there one?
So first of all, that's actually not normal, and it's crazy that you knew that we planned that because most babies, are oops. And last year, actually, we had a oops, and I had a miscarriage. I had a miscarriage, what they call
a miscarriage.
A missed miscarriage.
Because you didn't really realize you were pregnant.
No, I knew I was pregnant.
Okay.
I found out, and I was I don't feel like I was getting bigger or anything like that, but no, yes I did. Yes I did. In the beginning, anytime, because I'm used to having a flat stomach, so as soon as it started moving, I'm like, Lord, your mama gonna find out. She's gonna know. I have to wear. I bought all these loose, big maxi dresses because I'm like, she's gonna be able to tell me once I keep it a secret for a second.
Yeah.
Wasn't big at all. Looking back at it now, like I did not move. But I was going to get the ultrasounds and everything was fine, and then we went one day, and I just remember the doctor is like, you can always tell when something's going on. And I remember looking at the screen like, okay, well, I don't see nothing. I never know what I'm looking at ultrasounds. I just now earlier, we went to the doctor and I'm like, I can finally understand her face. Like, okay, I see the eyebrows, I see the, because it always just looks like jibber jabber.
A shadow. Everybody, you see it?
I see.
I can see the side profile and I can see, when they call it, but when they're like head on her face, I can never see it until today. But when I went, I'm like, I don't see anything. So they called us back. Long story short, we went back in and they said, yeah, so you had a miscarriage. And I said, okay. And then I cried. Just cried. And they said, well, you have to. Now, this is something I did want to talk about. Oh, Lord, I'm talking about my miscarriage on the podcast.
Is that okay?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I was gonna talk about this. Okay. I was gonna talk about this because this is something I do feel like is not talked about enough. So, Lord, okay, well, here we go.
Come on.
So,
Brooklyn bedding. I say this every time. Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? Ain't nobody from Brooklyn. I'm not. But let me tell you what Brooklyn bedding has done for me. Like, a lot of times people talk about the soft life, and you talk about the soft life in a very specific way. It's like spa and looking pretty. Brooklyn bedding is a version of soft life, because ain't no soft if you out here in the world being soft and then you go home to lay on a rough, hard bed.
A bag of bricks.
I look forward to laying down in my bed, y'all. It's so serious with the Brooklyn bedding mattress that I don't always make my bed all the time anymore. I like to leave a little piece up so when I get home for the night and I take a shower, I get clean and want to just jump on my mattress, I could just slide smooth. Because I got the Brooklyn bedding mattress. I have the sheets. I have the pillows. I'm not playing. This is a lifestyle now. It has elevated my sleeping experience. While I've been in this isolation mode and have had to spend a lot of time alone, Brooklyn bedding, that mattress specifically, and them pillows that have a cooling gel in them.
I love the pillows.
It's changing my life. I'm not gonna lie. People are like, what are you doing differently? Sleeping good and comfy. What you doing?
I ordered that knee pillow.
You did? I wanted to get it.
It helps because sometimes I like to sleep on my side. When you take the quiz, if you go to the website, they have a sleep quiz, and so they will suggest which mattress will be best for you. But depending on my mood, I'm a very moody girl. Depending on my mood, I want to sleep on my side. I want to sleep on my back. I want to sleep on my stomach. I got the knee pillow. But let me tell y'all something funny. Why is Whitley trying to get me to upgrade her bedding situation? So why I come home one day after I left her at home and I forgot to close my bedroom door. I get back, this heifer is sitting, sleeping, laying peacefully on my pillow. And I had taken all the sheets off, so it's just like the pillow,
The
so she
raw
can
pillow.
really feel the cooling. This her pillow now, had to give me another one. But I'm like, well, I understand, sweetie, because you need to sleep good too.
I told you, my nephew and my niece, they both, I ordered 4 pillows. They each took one. They're like, Zane was like, can I take this pillow? And I was like,
Take it where?
he
To
wanted
the
to take it
living
home
room?
to California with him. And I let him. I said, go ahead. You could take it. And then Zadie was like, can I have one? I said, take the Brooklyn bed. Y'all, it's gift giving season. This is a
the
good
perfect
gift.
time. Yeah.
If your man doesn't have like matching sheets or really comfy
Ooh.
pillows and you do love him, go ahead and get him a little pillow top mattress cover. Get the mattress if you haven't already ordered it. Get the pillows. Get a
The
set.
frame.
Be a grown up.
Because I think what I want next is the bed frame that will elevate.
Ooh.
So I can like elevate these feet when they're swollen, elevate my back if I'm watching TV or something, or just like up. I don't always want to stack up all my pillows, the sheets, all of the things. So if you've already got your mattress, don't worry, there's more stuff that you need to get.
Yeah.
They've got all the bedding, they've got the pillows, they have different things that are going to support you. And what you'll realize is not just us telling you this because they're sponsoring, but really when you have a good night's rest, it makes the world of difference. I thought I was going blind, and then I realized I hadn't been sleeping in my own damn bed. I had to take my ass home.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sleeping good. The pillows wasn't good over there. I needed my good pillow back.
Yeah.
I don't have a crook in my neck anymore. And I think after 2 more nights of sleep, my nasal passages will be back clear and I'll be back good. I thought my allergies were gone. They're not gone, but it's got me sleeping right and everything's working right in Brooklyn bedding.
When you get a good night's rest, you have a good life. And so if you too would like a good life, you need to go ahead and go to brooklynbedding.com and use our promo code CockTalesPod. That's CockTalespod at checkout to get 30% off, y'all. 30% off site-wide. This offer is not available anywhere else. That's brooklynbedding.com and use promo code CockTalesPod for 30% off site-wide. brooklynbedding.com, promo code CockTales. Y'all support our show and let them know that we sent you after checkout. And now let's get back to the show.
They sent me home and they said, you can decide when you want to have your miscarriage and I can give you this pill, or we can, make you have a miscarriage, because they call it a miscarriage because I didn't bleed. My body doesn't know I'm not pregnant yet, but they're like, there's no baby in here. So it's done.
Yeah.
So you can kind of get the rest of that out of there yourself and you can plan it or not.
Wow.
So I said, okay. Now, mind you, they did not warn me about what was going to happen when I took this pill. They did not give me all of the side effects. She just said, you'll know when it happened.
That's
They
what
were
she
too
said.
soft
Yeah,
with
you'll
it.
know when it happened.
You need to, medical professionals, y'all need to tell people what happens, because that would be such a shock if you didn't know.
So, just what you're going to go through once you take this pill. So, because I was already so overly emotional, I told Anthony, go ahead, go to work, babe. Like, I feel like we're going to do this. I'm gonna take this pill. I'm gonna chill. She said I'm gonna know when it happened. Like, okay, cool. It was about 4 or 5 hours, and my friends that have gone through this that told me later, and had a baby, they said, baby girl, you just gave birth. I was in that bathroom. I thought life was over. Like, I was on the toilet. You got to throw up. You got to use the bathroom. Do you have to? I have to.
You feel like a contraction.
Water.
It's like the abortion
You feel
pill, I think.
everything. The sac has to come out.
Yeah.
Literally, the sac has to come out, and you're inducing it. So you're making it happen. Your body doesn't want it to happen, so you're forcing it to happen. And like I said, it was like 4 or 5 hours of just constant pain. I'm in and out the shower. I'm like, oh my God, I cannot do this. And then all of a sudden it just came out. But the excruciating pain of that, I wouldn't have told Anthony to go to work.
Right.
Like, I would not have said, let me do this by myself. Like,
Yeah.
I would have said, somebody should be here, because it was so many times I'm like, am I going to have to crawl? Where is my phone? Do I need to call the ambulance to come get me? Like, what is this?
Wow.
And then I asked some of my friends, or when I was telling my friends that, hey, girl, this is what I'm going through. I just had a miscarriage, blah, 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 but this is what it felt like. And then so many of them said, and I'm talking about friends that are close to me, that I know a lot about you already. How did I miss your miscarriage? Like, but they were like, yeah, I went through the same thing, and I know how you feel, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, why didn't you tell anybody? Like, why isn't anybody saying, hey, let's just spread the word. If this is something that you're going through, don't do that by yourself. We know about abortions. We know about, actual miscarriages that happen. But I just feel like so many things as women, sometimes maybe we're ashamed to talk about them. Sometimes we're embarrassed to talk about them, or
It's too painful to
talk about it, which I understood. I understood that. That's why initially I told him to go to work, because it's just too emotional. I don't want to talk about it. But I feel like we need to, because so many things could have happened in that bathroom.
Or imagine if you would have took it and like went to the store.
Yes.
Like, are you
That's what
driving?
I'm saying.
Something's
In
gonna
this
happen.
Atlanta traffic.
Yes.
Yes.
Now you in the car hunched over the steering wheel. Like,
Yes.
because the
Like wreck.
They said within I don't remember this last year, maybe like a couple hours or something like that, like it'll happen. But it's not like necessarily a time thing. And that's why she just kept saying, you'll know. And yes, I knew when it was happening.
That's what
Did
I'm
you
saying.
call
They should
your
have
doctor
said
and be like,
something more.
ma'am or sir?
Well, when I went back later, I told her what happened then and just said, yeah, I knew. But I instantly felt myself also like kind of shutting down and being quiet about it. I don't know what it is.
I don't know either.
I don't know why we do that as women sometimes, women that have, go through sexual things, or whatever. And it's like we kind of just shut down and close out once we go through traumatic things or things that we just feel like are just too emotional. Like, you know what, never mind. I just don't want to talk about it. I had a miscarriage and that was it.
Sometimes me and some of my friends had a conversation about what we're talking about, not miscarriages, but like just things that have happened that are traumatic in your life and you don't tell anybody. And then when we all get together, we're kind of like sharing stories.
Yeah.
And we were all like, dang, I didn't tell anybody like what this person did to me or whatever happened. And a lot of it was like sexual abuse, honestly. And we came to this conclusion that we maybe do that because you start to tell yourself it's not that serious. And if I say something, people are going to be like, well, why you ain't? Well, how you ain't? Well, and then you just kind of like don't want to deal with that where you're like, dang, like maybe I shouldn't have said something. Maybe it wasn't that serious. No, it's that serious.
Yeah.
It is that serious. And I've gotten to the point now where I try to tell people it's that serious.
Yeah.
And I also think that like depending on what it is that you go through and the time it has been since you've gone through whatever it is, it might still just be too hurtful and you're still trying to wrestle with those emotions. I know whenever I've been through things, there's certain things that I haven't shared with anyone and I'm still not ready to because it's already like an emotional thing and then I don't want to put my feelings in the hands of others, not knowing how those reactions may be, or what they may say, or just being fearful of, when you tell somebody something, they throw it back in your face later. You just never know. And it's like, okay, until I can get a better grip on my feelings and my emotions and work through it with professional help, I'm not ready to share that. And I think sometimes it's just personal, but I do commend everybody anytime that they do feel comfortable enough to share because I do think it helps.
Yeah.
And thank you for sharing that because you never know who that could help that's watching this or listening to this and can relate and they don't have anybody to talk to about it.
Yeah. Another version of that, which I think is interesting because this is a common saying with everybody where it's like don't, in a relationship, don't let nobody in your business. Like don't keep it between y'all. And that, I get it. I do get it. But then there's a version of that where it's like, some people this happened to me where you're keeping stuff in your business because you're like, I don't want to. And then you be like, well, wait, is this abuse? Like, is this stuff like that? Even it's like, and I'm not talking about somebody's busting you upside your head. The way somebody is speaking to you, things that they're doing that are emotional abuse, and then you kind of like start to tell somebody
manipulative. behaviors.
Now you in the house depressed and quiet, talking about when they said don't let people in your business because that's gonna ruin your relationship. Nigga, you ruining me.
Exactly.
I need to ask everybody else. Is he in here doing this to you? And then you tell them, and they're like, that is not how this is supposed to go. Like,
is this normal?
Yeah, is this normal? And sometimes you do need to ask your smart friends and family that have like a little bit of a grasp on life, not just the people that
emotionally mature friends and family.
Not people you know just want to be in your business. But if somebody is treating you wrong and it feels wrong, sometimes you got to let somebody in your business.
Yeah. And I think too, like, that's why I love having girlfriends. And I hate when I meet other women who don't have girlfriends or sisters or just like other women because I still feel like no matter how great your partner may be or your guy friends or whoever else, there's nothing like talking to a woman because there's something about some form of being able to relate, even if they haven't been through the exact same situation. It's just something where sometimes we just get each other.
Yeah.
And I love meeting other women and I like making new friends. I think we both do like making new friends. And I hate when people are like, oh, I don't want new friends. And I feel bad for them because I feel like you probably went through something and I hope that you grow out of that. And I hope that this is a phase because we need each other. And hopefully you have at least one person that you can share something with because you're right. Like people go through things and they think it's normal.
Yeah.
And then you sitting there thinking you crazy.
Right.
And
you in the house getting emotionally uppercutted and busted upside your head. Come on,
every day. Eyes all swollen. You talking about you got allergies. You ain't got no damn allergies.
And
you
sad and you think you skinny. Everybody's like, what's your workout plan, niggas?
I'm depressed.
My heart is
that's
broken.
Just women. Like women naturally just say, okay, I got it. I got my big girl hat on. Like naturally all the time in a lot of situations. But to your point, no, we don't need to do that. You need to talk about that. Because also when I was talking to my friends and they told me then that they've been through that, I was like mad at them. Like not for real.
but like, why didn't you tell me?
Mad in the sense of, did you not trust me that you could tell me that? Like, I know I'm a good friend. We talk about everything. Like, why would you go through something like that and not say, hey, I need support here. I need help here, or I need, whatever. And it was only 2 people. I'm not saying I had a bunch of friends that do this, but they both kind of said the same thing. Like, I was just going through it and I just want to handle it and be done with it. And I couldn't necessarily argue that, because as soon as it happened to me, and to this day, like, I wanted to make this big post. And I told Anthony this all the time, like, okay, I have to share this. I made a video because it was traumatic in other ways also. We had just told our parents. We did this I just sent all these gifts to my best friends. We had just told everybody that we're pregnant, and then now I got to go back and tell you I'm not. And like I said, that was a year ago. Oh, Lord, you asked me a question. This was not your question.
But that's okay.
We do that all the time. We're like,
yeah, I don't even know what I was talking about. Go ahead.
I made the video a year ago, and it sat there until we just naturally start talking about it. But to your point, when you are talking it out with people and you feel comfortable in a certain space, then it just naturally comes out. I don't even trust people that don't have friends. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do not trust anybody that do
man
not
or woman. It's like, you
ain't got no friends at all.
What's
why everybody
up?
mad at you? What you do, sis?
right? Or why are you so closed off? Like, what is going on? I'm sorry, I gotta go.
It makes me really nosy. I don't know if I don't trust them all the time, but I'm gonna ask a few questions and then I'll decide very quickly. This is weird and you weird, or something happened.
It usually comes out. It usually comes out later. That's why you ain't got no friends.
Yeah, that's why.
As you're on the way out. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's what you did. That's how you be acting. You either send off queen, or you know, I don't know, you lie about a bunch of stuff. It eventually comes out.
Right, it's like, it's just too much. Like, you're just doing too much and I have to go.
We've all been through high school, middle school, college. We are grown now.
Yeah.
Where did all your friends go?
Yeah.
Like, where did they go? Unless something happened, like continuously happened. Most of my friends are like from childhood, to be super honest. And I have a lot of friends, but like my best friends, they are long term. It's like, okay, we still here.
Yeah, I have some new friends, but my core group of friends are from college, or like one of my really close friends. We've been friends since junior high. A couple of them since junior high. I'm not really friends with many of the people from elementary because I left where I was at. But yeah, and it's so interesting seeing the friendships that end up lasting. And just sometimes when we're together or just talking on the phone, we reflect on like how different our lives have been. And like, I was hanging out with a friend last weekend. I was in Texas with one of those friends, and she's pregnant right now. And so I'm going back to Texas. She's having a gender reveal party, and we were just talking about stuff. And I'm like, I just saw you not too long ago, and now you have this big stomach. Like, what happened? She hugged me, and it's like a beach ball there. And then I was like, do you remember all the times we would be at the club, and we'd have to carry you out of the club? Sandra.
I know you're talking about.
We'd have to carry her out, and now she's a mother, and this is her second baby. And I'm like, it's just so crazy to see the evolution and, like, how much more calm she is and how, like, level-headed she is with so many different things. And when we talk and just sharing the different things that we learn from different people and being able to share friends, I think it's beautiful. I love
And also to touch on
friendships.
that, it's when you have friends that you've been friends with for so long and they've seen you go through all the seasons, for real, all the seasons. People be married for 2 years and be like, he saw all my seasons, bitch. No, he didn't.
Yeah.
I did.
Exactly.
But, you know what I mean? And it's interesting because it's like you have those friendships and they are like that. You see each other through so many different things. There's a love there that a man could never feel. Like sometimes even just in dating and in relationships, sometimes when you compare it to like your friends, you'd be like, people can't even last through like I had a drunk night, or you saw somebody through like, I'm going through, I'm literally depressed, and you like, well, you are draining, man. And it's like, but your girls, they gonna be like, oh, like I get it. Let me just sit with you. I know that's what you need right now.
Yeah.
It's really,
or I can give you space and come back later because you got to work this out, and I'm going through my thing.
It's not over.
I'm just going to give you space to protect the friendship. I'm here if you need me, but
like friendships really naturally be the real ones, because they don't all be like, sometimes you do be like, all right, bye girl. But them real ones, they do be like, for better or for worse, for real. I'll never forget, I choked my best friend. I just knew we wasn't gonna be friends no more.
Oh, I remember that shit.
And I was like, ooh. And it was bad. It was bad.
It was bad.
She jumped out the car. It was bad. And we still rock with each other. It wasn't like,
You needed a moment, and
You
it
had
just
a
needs to
moment.
get out that way.
And you really know me. And like
Sometimes
we was young.
wild
We were
time.
really young. That was
That's
a
like 10
drunk.
years ago.
I've known Kiki since we were in not junior high school. We used to
Yeah.
together.
Wow.
And I
50
went
years ago.
55 years ago. I went on a show last week. Shout out to Brie Renee. And she asked me, this question has been asked to me a lot. My therapist has asked me, several people have been like, what do you feel like is a relationship that has taught you so much about relationships and yourself? And I always say me and Kiki's relationship, because when you start a business with a friend, it's up and it's down. Sometimes it's in between. Sometimes y'all are both going through things. Sometimes you're not seeing eye to eye. But one thing we've always done is we know the bigger picture.
Yeah.
We know each other. She knows me. I know. And it's never been like this. Sometimes it might be like, bitch, fuck you. But it's always like, but I still love you. Like, do you need me?
Like
I'm
right now, I can't talk to you, but I still love you. If you need me, but I don't want to hang out. I don't want to do shit. We need some space.
Even when we say
And
things,
that's okay.
Yeah, and it's just it to me, that's relationship. It's not relationship isn't real if it's like we've never had a challenging moment and we just always y'all don't know each other, bro. I want to
why is
know
that
you.
happening?
Yeah.
Why is
I
nothing
feel like
going on?
that is me and my friends to the T. When I so I have a lot of close friends, but my core group, one is from 3rd grade, one is from high school, one is from college, and we are all like completely opposites. And me and Anthony crack up about it all the time. My college best friend, Paige, she's married. She's been with her husband 20 years. Like, she's good. She's sane. She's always gonna come and say something that makes sense. And actually,
That makes sense.
we all met at different times. Well, at least my childhood best friend, we all went to college together. We all went to Clark. So her and Paige were our best friends also. And then we have Jasmine, who I met from high school. But everybody has their own little vibe. Now, choking, I ain't never choked none of them. But
There was alcohol involved. I just want to tell y'all that it wasn't just a normal night of
I
life.
ain't choke them. And very, very, very seldom do we even have moments. Me and Paige don't have moments because Paige is sane. And I like to think I'm the other sane one out the group. Jasmine's going to tweak every time. She's always going to tweak. But she is the life. She is the love. She's one of the most beautiful spirits on the planet.
Is she a Libra?
She's not a Libra.
Okay.
She's a Capricorn.
Okay.
But she's amazing. But we just know what to expect to the point now you just laugh. And if it ever gets too much, it's the same thing. Like, okay, you know what? You really, really tweaked this time. I need a minute. You know what I mean? And then we'll always just come back. And it's usually me that'll say like, okay, well, no, we gotta talk about this. We gotta talk about this. No, never talk about nothing. Just give me like a few days, and it's like, okay, it's Jasmine. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're coming back. She just needed a moment for whatever. But I totally understand the core group, because it's like I would never be able to live life without any of them. You know what I mean? And we all bring different things to each other at different moments. If you look at my Instagram, in any big moments, you're going to see them there, at some point.
I think it's so funny how this was not even supposed to be the topic.
It wasn't.
of
We're
the
supposed to be
episode.
giving advice.
What are we
but
talking about?
I have another question though, and this is about friendships.
Okay.
Have you found that, is everybody married in your friend group?
No, just Paige.
Has there ever been like, do you think it's hard when you do start getting into those serious relationships? You have found the love of your life and people start expanding their lives. Is it hard do you ever go through a phase with your friends where it's like, I feel the separation happening because right now I have to focus on this?
Okay, so not with them. Some of my other friends, my very, very close friends also, they didn't like the separation at first. Because I was also, when I met Anthony, I was living in LA.
Are you from LA?
No, I'm from Chicago.
Okay.
But I was in LA for like 13 years, and our relationship was very abrupt. Like, came out here 2 times and then just never went back. I came in February. In May was maybe April was my last time coming out here and going back to LA. And then I just stayed.
He was in love.
And my friends initially that were in LA were not rocking with that. It's like, okay, where's my friend? Can't find you. Oh, you so busy now because you got to talk to Anthony. Oh, well. You can't answer the phone now, or, I don't want to talk to you and Anthony. Like, I just want to talk to you. And that was the thing. And I understood it, you know what I mean? Because I do know that when you're used to being in a certain space with your friends, like how you were saying, like sometimes you just need your friend. especially if these are your single friends. You know what I mean? I just want to talk to you.
All right, y'all, we have to put you on to something because we're all about grown woman wellness over here. And lately, I've upgraded my routine. I'm talking skincare, candles, and even I'm trying meditation. It's not working out so great, but what is working out great that I would like to celebrate is my celebrator, okay?
Yes, the celebrator, y'all. And listen, before y'all try to get cute, this is actually a sexual health and wellness device. It's not just a toy. It's literally made for women who maybe have a little trouble reaching the finish line. You know, like it's way more common than people might think.
And the reason it helps is because it actually doesn't vibrate. It oscillates.
Oh,
That means instead of it like buzzing or humming and making that annoying sound, it's going to move side to side over 100 times per second. So that thing is getting busy, okay? And that motion, that's what the body responds to naturally. So there's engineers and scientists who did all of the work so you don't have to, and you can just enjoy the pleasure. That's why it is faster, it's deeper, and more effective at triggering a real satisfying climax. So if you have trouble climaxing, you might not with the celebrator.
listen, call me Usher because I am climaxing. It's wild because when you look at it, when you look at the celebrator, it's super unassuming. It looks like a little wellness gadget, but baby, the results. And it's engineered by literal engineer using sound wave experiments. Y'all, this sounds like science. So the motion isn't just random. It's literally science designed to work with your body.
They put a lot of thought into this, and I can tell each and every time I use it because that 100 times a second of oscillation, it feels so good. I don't know how many times it's going to go for me because I don't even last a minute. And the material itself, in case you were wondering, it's premium body safe silicone. It's soft to the touch. It looks like an electric toothbrush. So if you leave it out, nobody knows. It's smooth. It's hypoallergenic. It's non-porous. And that also makes it super easy to clean. It's fully waterproof. It's whisper quiet. And it's under 50 decibels, which is like, if I put something on the episode under 50 decibels, you couldn't hear it. So you can discreetly even leave it out if you live with people. If you got kids or whatever, they won't know.
Yeah, they sure won't know. And if somebody's downstairs or outside your door, they won't hear you because it's quiet. And that's what I like. It's polite, but it's powerful, you know? The battery life, y'all, I still ain't charged it. Since I took it out the box, it still ain't been charged. And this is for real. Like, I have not, I'm always like, now I just be using it to see if it's gonna die. It ain't died yet. So it has up to 3 hours on one charge. That's a lot of me time.
That's why you don't have to charge it because you're only going to be able to use it for a few seconds. I mean, this is efficient. If you're having a rough day, try it out. And you can do it in like 30 seconds or less probably. It also ships totally discreet. It's a plain box, no weird labels. Even the billing statement is pretty neutral. So your business stays your business. And they have a facility in Georgia. So if you're in Georgia, you might even get it next day, depending on the time of day you order.
You need to reach that climax.
Okay, and right now, thirdplanetproducts.com is giving our listeners 20% off and free shipping with the code CockTales20. That's COCKTALES 20. Code CockTales20.
Oh.
Code CockTales20.
CockTales
The
20.
link is in the episode description and is on the screen. And now we'll get back to the show.
I don't want to talk to you and your man every time. And I was constantly hearing that. Now, Jasmine and Elise, they're still in Chicago, so we don't communicate on the phone as much for that to be a real big thing. But I know they
It's
might
an
have dipped and
interesting
dabbled
equation.
a little bit, you know, more than people that are used to me being with them 24/7. It's like, okay, how are we doing this? But then eventually, I'm like, y'all just get to know him. Y'all love him too. And then we can all just be best friends. It'll be cool.
Before they said something to you, did you feel that happening?
I didn't
did
feel
you?
it at all.
Okay.
Because my mind
happy.
is just over there. I'm in bliss. I don't know what y'all talking about. Like, actually, I'm serious. Like, I was literally like, what are you talking about? Like, when you call, I'm calling, but it's because I didn't see him as an interruption of anything. Like, I didn't see him as, you're taking time away from me and my friends. Why we can't just all be together?
Right.
Like, that's how I saw it. But as my friends, they're like, no, we want time separated. We want to just kick it with Lindsay. And I'm sure when they see this podcast, they probably still feel like, I still want my friend. You know what I'm
that
saying?
happens with friendships. It's really interesting. I don't know the smooth way to do it because it's like y'all were grown. Like even though we did say with your friends for better and for worse, thick and thin, but like you're not my man.
Yeah.
I gotta meet a man and love him and get to know him. This phase gonna be for a minute, and then I don't know the way to do it unless y'all went to. I think Sandra and Blank they've been together so long that they're like a unit. So it's like you already know, but when you do meet somebody new and they come in and your friends are like, well, you're always with him. And it's like, but we're always together too.
But you know what else I like about him? He'll be there and I'll forget.
So
because he's quiet, and I feel like if I ever did some dirt, I would tell him before I told her because he does not tell shit. That is the most secret keeping, not in a negative way, but you can trust him to like not say shit. And I'm like, how do you do that? You don't want to tell your mama, the dog, nobody? Ooh, you're good.
I think eventually, like once they got to meet him, and really know him like I knew him, then they get it. It became much easier because now it's like, okay, now we all can kick it. Actually, if I'm sleepy, I remember this time when I was pregnant, he knew I was pregnant because I was telling him and Jasmine, like, you know what? Y'all just go kick it. Y'all have some bro and sis time. I'm gonna go to bed and it's like 10 o'clock, which is not me at all. But now they have their own relationship. Like it's not me just saying a name like, oh, I can't talk to you because I'm with Anthony. Oh, I can't talk to you because I'm with, or they call him Applewhite. I can't talk to you because I'm out running around or I'm just too busy for you. And they just want their friend. Right. You know. But like I said, I'm sure they still feel the same way. But now that I've heard it so much, I try to be aware of it. You know,
at least
a little
they told
bit more.
You.
Yeah, no, they said it.
They're like, listen, like, you know, somebody will stew on something and they wait and blow up about it. It's just like, well, I didn't realize that's how you felt.
Y'all better read the boundaries book. It talks about that. It's like, it's your fault. If you ruin on something and don't say nothing and you want the other person to acknowledge it, say it's not their responsibility. You feel away. Say it.
Yeah.
I also think sometimes whenever I'm talking to my friends, I notice a difference in my friends that are here and local and the faraway friends. It's so much easier to manage the faraway friends because it is just phone calls, or it's easier to like text, and we have our group chat, so we might miss some. Sometimes people get mad, but I'm just like, okay, if there is a major update and y'all not just dilly-dallying in the chat, tag me because some days I'm not looking at it. It's overwhelming. Y'all have sent 200 messages. Did anybody work today? Is it an off day? I'm looking at the phone and I want to see what's going on. I'm going to need a summary, which I love the new Apple update, by the way, because it will summarize your text.
Oh, I need an update.
Yeah, update your phone.
It'll summarize your text.
It'll summarize your text. Like it'll be like, okay, well, basically, this is what's going on. This person is going through a crisis. This person thinks they're pregnant. This person wants to know if we want to do a group trip next year. Like it will really summarize it pretty well. Yeah. And you can
summarize
just see
a group chat?
The group or any of your texts. It'll just have like a little summary. I wish I had some, but I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, so it's not going to do it. But yeah, it'll summarize the chat for you or your messages or even like your voicemails. And you see the little banner come across and it'll summarize the voicemail and then you can read the voicemail or listen to it.
Technology is getting crazier and
Apple
crazier.
ate with that
why
one.
are you summarizing my messages?
Why are you summarizing?
I mean, you can turn that off. I want it on because if I got 200 messages every 2 hours and it's just y'all three, and y'all are talking about the housewives. Yeah. Was there 200 messages worth of stuff?
I like it. I like to look and be going through it. Like, I'm really
sometimes, but sometimes I'm like,
I gotta clock in as soon as I get there. I'm not going back to 200. Like as soon as I get there, I'll start responding from there.
Yeah. Same. But I do like to see, like, oh, y'all here communicating. Going back to the friend thing, also, like I was gonna say, it's interesting because now at my big age, I have gotten to the point now with my friends, the ones that I'm really close with, they get it. But some of my newer friends who I met later in life, I have gotten very clear on being like, hey, listen, I don't want to go to everything. And I don't also want it to be a fallout about whatever it is that I'm not just because I'm not going to all the dinners, that does not mean I'm mad at somebody or I'm in love and about to replace y'all with a nigga. That is not what's happening. If you say I want to come over and I don't want you to come over, that doesn't mean I don't love you. Like, I've had to get very clear, because there are some friendships that make you really start getting stressed. Like, bro, I'm fighting for my life. Like, I don't want nobody around. I don't want nobody around.
Yeah.
I'm really close with my sister, and sometimes I have to remember, like, oh, you have friends, but I'm so close with my sister and she fulfills a part of my like spirit that sometimes I'd be like, oh, okay, I see what the friends we talking about, but also, like, y'all gotta chill. Also, I'm not mad. This don't need to be a fallout.
And I also don't want to give an excuse every time. I don't need to give you a reason. We are not in school.
We not. Just because I'm not coming to the birthday dinner, that is not a reflection of our friendship. Stop. Turn Instagram off.
Yeah.
I'm praying. I'm trying to get close to God real quick. And if you don't understand it, I don't really know. That's what we need to be looking at.
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand that somebody's pregnant, they're having a baby, and they're trying to focus on being a mom, or they got married and you getting mad talking about my man. Ma'am, this is a family now. Yes, you are still my friend, but like, we got other things that we're doing, and I just need to focus on this right now. Relax.
And for anybody who might be going through like those kind of friend things, one thing I talked about with Sandra, I was nervous that when she got married, well, first when she got engaged and then she got married, I was like, I really hope I don't lose my friend. She never did anything to make me feel that way, but I had a little fear of, you know how people act like married people can't have single friends. And then it's like, okay, we're already doing the show. I know that we have a reputation, even though this is a show. This is an hour of the week, not my whole life. But it's like, is he not going to want her to be around? Is she not going to want to be around? And all those things. And I made sure that I wasn't always just inviting her to stuff that we used to do. And especially when she had her baby, I was like, I am in town, because she doesn't live here. I'm in town. Can I come over? Do you need me to bring you something? You want me to go get you some lunch? We can just sit at the house. And she was telling me that one of our mutual friends, neither of us are friends with that friend anymore, she would never do that kind of thing. And she lived in town. And it was just like only inviting her over to her place or only inviting her out to events and functions. And she's like, my life has changed and I'm trying to adjust, but I don't always want to go out to a party. I don't always want to do late night stuff. I wanted to have a child. I have my child. I want to spend time with her, and I want her to know you too. Can we do something during the day that is friendly to her? She's like a well-behaved kid. Because I'm like, we can all go to brunch. I don't need to be at the club brunch. We can go to regular brunch. Lil Margot gonna have her mocktail and eat her meal, and she engages in conversation. She's not a tablet baby. And we all sit there and we chat. And she was, when we were talking one day recently, she was like, I just really appreciate that about you. So sometimes if you are the single person that's not going through life changes and you got these friends and you're upset, check yourself and see, what are you doing to like kind of ease the way to like keep the friendship going, or how are you supporting your friend, because you're not going through no changes, they are. Right. And they might want to ask something of you and they think that you don't want to, and you might be open to it. So if you're open to it, just do it.
Everybody has to make some adjustments. And just like in a relationship, sometimes you're giving more, and then sometimes the other person is giving more. And it's like that with the friendships. And we just got to learn how to adjust. Like if everything is a fallout, it's a problem with you, and you need to pick up a book. I say this every week. Y'all need to pick up some books and read them. You need to turn Lil Baby off. I love Lil Baby, but you need to turn them off for a minute and stop listening to what the people are saying, because it'll have you alone and just sitting on the floor with a pillow.
I'm glad you said that. That was actually really deep, and I didn't think about that, but I am blessed to have friends that kind of moved with my life changes. You know what I mean? I don't have friends that are, at least not my close friends, that are judgmental or saying, hey, also you want to get married now, also you want to be engaged now, also now you want to have a baby. Okay.
You ever work 58? What?
Exactly. Like when do you want me to do this? Like, I waited all this time. Like when do you want this to happen? But I think that is one of the things I can say that I do appreciate, and I didn't pay attention to that at all. But once I do have a baby, I don't want everybody in my ear screaming about, okay, so you ready to go to the club now? Or, you know.
Why he can't watch the baby?
I will punch you in your throat.
Just come over. And I don't want to feel bad about it. Like, I don't want to feel bad to say, hey, I want to be with my child. And or, hey, I just want to be with my man and my child right now. Like, that's it. Or like I said, I had to stay on Instagram too because I kept constantly get invited to events, and I was outside this whole pregnancy. Outside meaning like working or, premieres or this, that, and the third, because I do have to work. But I had to ask, hey, respectfully, stop inviting me to stuff. Yeah, I'm 9 months pregnant. I do not want to drop this baby on your floor. But I don't want to feel bad, and I don't want you to feel like I don't support you or that I don't love you. So that was something that I had to check myself with. Like, don't feel bad for saying you need a little space right now. Or, hey, I physically just cannot do that right now. Or I just don't want to do that right now. I just want to chill, But yeah, I just remembered your question from earlier.
What was it? Because I don't.
We went on a
a wild ride.
You asked me, you said, how was the experience when we decided to have a child?
When y'all did y'all talk about it?
We did. Okay. So we planned it because, Lord. I love y'all. We could definitely Kiki all the time. We planned it because of the miscarriage. So it was, okay, well, let's do it when we're ready. Now, I do feel like spiritually, like all of that happened for a reason. We were mentally in a different space. Like our relationship happened very, very fast. It was beautiful, but we learned a lot and did a lot very, very quickly. And we took on a lot very, very quickly. Once that baby came, oh yeah, we switched up a lot of things within our life, and we wanted to stay on that path. And I feel like that happened absolutely for a reason. We checked each other really quick. But we also knew, hey, this could be so much better if we planned this. Like if we knew. And I know we all kind of got that app, that Glow app that tell you when you're ovulating and all of that. So I had the app, and we made the decision like, okay, well, how about say around March or so, like let's just try it. And I said, okay, so I'm gonna just turn my app off. Now in February he proposed, but I turned my app off, and y'all can do the math. Like as soon as that app turned off,
you was fertile.
It happened. But I think it was much better this time that this was no accident at all. It's like, okay, we knew this was happening. I didn't know when it was going to happen. I just put it in God's hands. Like, okay, when you're ready for me to get pregnant, we can try this again. But now we're open to it. And now I feel like it's been a nice little breeze.
Yeah.
I'm starting into a Mother's Day friendship girl talk episode. Okay, really quick before we. Okay, yeah, really quick. But just one more topic, because you are in Zatima.
Yes.
It's on BT.
BT Plus.
BT
yes.
Plus.
And it was playing on BT also. Yes.
You are crazy.
I'm crazy
on the show.
Yes.
Can you tell our listeners who might not watch the show a little bit about your character?
Whew. Okay, so my character is Leslie. I feel like Leslie is misunderstood. I'm going to say that. She's very, very misunderstood, but she is a psychopath. She's been through a lot of things. She is the woman that she's not in a good relationship at all. She took her friend's man. Okay.
And that's the current relationship.
She started off wrong. Current, but needs to be on the way out. But he is obsessed with the lead, Crystal Renee, Fatima. So he's in love with her, but she's in love with him. And that whole dynamic has caused her to be overly obsessed with Crystal. And she just is not receiving the love because you tried to get it from somebody else, baby. Like, so it's not working out for her.
Yeah.
But that whole process is really, really making her crazy. But I think there's a backstory to this that we don't know yet.
Okay.
But I think that she just gives so much trauma. She gives young trauma. Like maybe her dad didn't love her enough, or her dad always wanted her to be like somebody else. Or
how old is she in the show? Is she supposed to be like in her 30s or 20s?
She's in her 30s.
Okay, so she need to not be doing this. She need some help.
At least I assume. Yeah, she's in her 30s. Everybody grown enough to know right is right, wrong is wrong. But I think she has a lot of deeper layers. At least that's what I discovered from her. And we need to kind of unravel them. But as of right now, she is apeshit. Like, you never know what she's gonna do. She's fake pregnant, and it's so funny because I'm pregnant now. You know what I mean? And so when I get on lives and I do stuff now, they're like, I know Leslie's not pregnant for real. But I wear all of her exact same hairstyles. I show up at her job. Like, I'm just overly obsessed with her because I want to become her, because I think my man wants me to be her. And if I be her, then he's going to love me right. Which is like, girl, like we got to talk about that on its own. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of woman that ain't got enough friends. That we talked about that.
That's one of them ones.
That's one of them ones, but I got enough friends to sit her down and say, hey, this man is not for you.
She don't have time. She too busy trying to be
somebody
else.
Yeah. Exactly. She has these shrines, but she is a whole.
Is this a fun character to play? I feel like this is a fun character.
I would like to play a villain if I was gonna act in something. I want to be a villain.
It's so fun. I've been so tired of being you the cute girl, you the wife. I could not get them to stop sending me high school roles, college roles. I'm like, y'all, I'm 30. Like, way back then, that was the last time I did it. I think I was 30 playing high school. Like,
let me ask y'all this. Do you have a favorite villain in all of villain history?
I don't
know if I have a favorite villain.
The first one that comes to mind that I quite enjoyed. No.
Oh.
That was deep.
Lynn Whitfield in A Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Really? Okay, well, that's her.
Nuts.
That's Leslie. That is Leslie.
That's what I was picturing.
Even in Diary of a Mad Black Woman, she was still the villain, even though that was a family story. She was like, my mother was a whore.
Yeah.
Do you remember what I'm talking about? Oh, you don't.
She's never not crazy.
She always be crazy.
I love Lynn Whitfield.
Ooh,
she cuts up.
Okay, so see, you would be one of the fans that I'm like, I appreciate that you are not sending me death threats.
Because you need that. You need the conflict in the show. This isn't the Disney Channel. Even they have villains.
I love Maleficent. Even though when you get into the villain story, it do be sad. And you be like, dang, she ain't even a villain for real.
She brings the drama. They are eating it up. I'm very, very grateful. I will say this is my absolute favorite role that I've ever played because it is a villain. I never saw myself saying, hey, I want to be the villain. Actually, in the beginning, I'm like, everybody's going to hate me if I do this. If I do blah, 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 I'm like, should I just ease this back? And they're like, no. That is not the point of it.
Go hard or go home.
Be who this person is. And I'm like, okay. I'm in there like biting myself, hitting myself in the head. Like, she is literally...
I always wonder when people get so much into a role like that. Does the role ever follow you home? And you be like no. Apple, I'd be like, okay.
No.
So stop.
I am not... With this character, and I always tell people this was no type of method acting.
Okay.
This was not. I could not do it. First of all, I couldn't relate to her even if I wanted to. I got a man at home. He loves me down. Like, I'm sitting here in bliss, and you are the complete opposite, first of all. I don't even want to think like how you're thinking and then bring that home. But also, I just could not relate to her. So our director is amazing, Courtney Glade. He called me and was saying, let me talk you through the character. Let me talk you through what I want, because he also wrote the series. So I was watching certain shows. One of them was Nurse Ratched. It's on Netflix. And you remember the Psycho that was on there? So I was just watching her mannerisms, watching her movements, and just studying people. I watched A Thin Line Between Love and Hate 50,000 times.
Have you ever seen The Hand That Rocks the Cradle?
Yes, I have.
Have you seen The Hand?
And that's a good movie. That's a good movie, and that's what it's giving. Yeah, that is exactly what it's giving.
That's a nightmare. If that, for people that's really happened to, imagine you meet somebody, you're like, oh my gosh, she's so great, and really,
I would be Leslie. If somebody came in there and stole my baby, I would be Leslie. I would turn into her. Like I would go all the way left, just like her. But the character is, I had to study more of that. Study mannerisms. Study how do. They crack jokes because I constantly just leave my eyes open. All crazy people just leave their eyes open and just sit like this. They don't blink.
They don't blink.
They do not blink. Like, just
or
things
they have that
like
little eye twitch.
That's it. And Courtney would tell me during certain movements, or certain moments, like after a scene, like, okay, we're about to do this scene now. This is what I want you to do. I want you to hit your head. I want you to bite your arm. I want you to blah, blah, blah. And then I would just do it because he was a good director in that moment. So a lot of the stuff that they were saying, like, yes, it was, well, it wasn't in the script. And I think that was the fun part about doing this as well, because I never knew, like, okay, what are we about to create now? What is Leslie about to do now? I was curious myself, because I knew whatever's on this script, that's not all that's about to happen.
Right.
She's about to really go left, and then we'll just play with it. If I naturally did something, there's some scenes in there that are more comedic because I just play all day. But it would be something crazy. When she was fake pregnant and she was telling her husband, like, yeah, I'm pregnant because Fatima is pregnant. The girl that I'm obsessed with, she got pregnant. So now, of course, I got to be pregnant. And he's like, girl, I can't have kids. And she like, oh, well, why not? You know, and now we got a miracle baby. Why does miracle baby can't be yours? Like, she was just left and stupid. He's like, I literally cannot have kids. You're lying. And I dramatically just fall out on the floor, fake pregnant. He leaves me, and I'm like, ow, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, like, you just don't love me. But yeah, this
is season 1.
I'm on season 3 and season 4.
Season 3 and season 4. Y'all got to watch.
You have to watch it. We are on a break right now, but season 4, go back, binge watch it. We're coming back in a few months, hopefully sooner than later. They split it up, but the first 10 episodes are definitely out now.
That's a lot to get through, 10 episodes, so y'all got time and the space for it. You also have a production company.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So it's called LA Elite Productions. Lindsay Anthony Elite hat. LA Elite Productions. Our story is crazy also. We filmed 3 feature films between April and May. All 3 of them are coming out this year. One of them is out now. It's called Girls Night. It's playing on Fox Soul. It airs again Friday at 7 p.m., 10 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. It's based on the story of Tamla Horsford. Do you remember her story? It's a true story that happened in Georgia. Very quickly, her and her husband moved to Cumming, Georgia. And she went to a sleepover
with the white ladies, and don't nobody know how she died.
Yes. So that is Girls Night.
That's out.
That's out now.
Oh, we
so
gotta
catch
watch
it.
that
Friday, Girls Night. What'd I just say? 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh, friend, I know you about to drop that baby off, but now I got an idea. When you're back and ready to go, this is no rush. This is no rush, Anthony.
No rush, okay.
But we gotta have a watch party. I don't care how old it is. We gotta have a girls' night watch party.
Yes.
Bring your white best friend and make her watch this. Cause what happened?
I just saw somebody do a Waiting to Exhale theme party, and I want to do that so bad. They had different stations for each character.
Okay.
And everybody came, they had their pajamas, and they even did the meal that they had was all the food that what's her name was saying, Loretta Devine's character. Every little thing that she said she was having that day when the neighbor was watching her walk away, that's what they ate. They had a hookah section for Bernadette for when she burned the house down. Okay. And then they had like a few other little things, and they watched the movie. They played some games. It was so cute.
We have to have a watch party. Kiki and I will host it. It'll be so much fun.
Okay.
Well, the story is sad, but it'll still be
I hope everybody is listening to what they just said. I'm going to hold y'all to that.
Okay.
But we got Girls Night, and then the following Saturday, so November 29th, we have The Perfect Proposal. The cutest rom-com. You're going to laugh. You're going to cry. You're going to love it. We have some amazing people in it as well. That comes on at 8 p.m. Pacific time. This Pacific and Eastern. Messing me up. 8 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. Eastern time. The Perfect Proposal. It's amazing. And then we have one more.
It's on Fox Soul too?
On Fox Soul.
Okay.
All 3 of these will be on first on Fox Soul.
Okay.
And then we have Curious. It's an erotic thriller. You're going to love that also. Very
perfect
sexy.
For cocktails.
Perfect for cocktails. Very sexy. You are definitely going to be screaming at the TV also. I'm trying not to give too much. But yeah, you're going to be screaming at the TV with that. That's starring Young Jock also. Like, we have a lot. We got to come back for
got to come
that,
back.
because that's his own series on the
And we gotta get Jock back. Remember in the very beginning phases of CockTales, we had Young Jock on. It was such a fun episode.
Okay.
Fun guy. Y'all.
Yeah, tell him to come back.
I work with him at the radio station.
Okay.
Yeah. He's an interesting character. It's always something going on. I was like, yeah, you was ready for reality TV because the cameras ain't here and it's still
and you still play all day. So maybe I'll see you again over there. later once it's coming out.
Yeah. This has been wonderful. Normally we would go into advice. We don't have time. We didn't
Advice
do weird
and
sex.
content. We
It's
didn't do
okay.
nothing.
This was
It's all right. But we had good
myself.
girl talk today, and not just about us. So
Right.
that was
It was
good.
great.
Something totally different.
I don't even think we have time for cocktails.
We don't.
We don't. So, Lindsay, let everybody know where they can find you, how they can keep up with you, all the things you want them to know.
Definitely check me out on Instagram at She's Just Lindsay with an A, LANDSAY. Also, make sure you go to laeliteproductions.com and keep up with all of the amazing films that we have coming out.
That was amazing. This is a great thing.
In a minute, I'm going to be dropping. So, yeah, stay tuned. Luckily, it did not happen
Right.
today.
It didn't happen
It
here.
didn't happen here. They didn't have to drag me out, but...
Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
thank
coming.
you
We
for
appreciate
coming.
it. And you look beautiful. I can't wait to watch y'all raise this little wonderful baby. And shout out to both you and Anthony.
Thank you.
I'm happy to know you.
And keep creating. I love seeing people just chasing their dreams and continuing to tell their different stories and get creative. I love it. Love to see it.
Absolutely. Do we have any announcements? I'm trying to think.
I did want to let y'all know I am collecting donations to take with me to Jamaica. This will come out after the cutoff, but y'all can give me the donation. So either check the link or info on the screen or check the description box if something changes before this comes out. If not, just slide in my DMs and let me know that you have stuff that we're taking, like clothes and then like stuff like toiletries, all sorts of things. And if you just want to donate money, don't send it to me, but I will send you a safe link where you can give it to them. I ain't taking nobody's money.
You gotta make sure you let people know.
Yeah. And what else? I may have a little happy hour event in December. But the details aren't final, so I don't know. If it's final, when you hear this, I'll pop something in the episode for you. If not, just make sure you're following me, turn the post notifications on so that I can let you guys know about it. And there will be a little charity thing tacked on to that. And yeah.
Okay, really quick. September 4th through the 10th, I will be hosting a retreat in Turkey. Go to paradiseandvibe.com if you are wanting to come. I want to shout out one of our listeners who booked her trip. She made this beautiful post and was like, I have been waiting for years to go on one of these trips. And she finally is able to create the time and the space and the money to go. So shout out to you.
Cool.
I forgot her name, but it was really, I felt honored that you have been waiting to go on a trip. So with me that I get to host. So September 4th through the 10th, paradiseandvibe.com. Make sure you guys come if you want to get well. And a lot of us need to get well. So come. And it's a fun way to get well, but you need to get well. Also, Wine and Design. If you missed the one in November, I have one coming up December 14th. It's in Buckhead. We'll put the link in the description for you to get your ticket for that. That's tablescaping. We're learning how to tablescape. We're learning how to do new things, you guys. So come join me. Have a good time with my favorite interior designer. And December 6th, I am hosting Mrs. Claus. The real Santa. She's the one who makes all of the magic happen. And December 6th, her and I will be collecting toys in Buckhead. If you're interested in that, click the link in the description. It's a free community event and it's going to be amazing. You can bring your kids. They can write notes to Santa. Santa won't be there though. It's the ladies, but bring your kids and it'll be fun. We'll have a hot cocoa bar and all these things. Thank y'all so much for listening. Lindsay, again, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And you guys make sure you're following us on Instagram. We're at CockTales Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm at Coffee Bean Dean.
And until next week, I'm about to joke.
Bye.